Hi, guys. Welcome to the party. What would you do if this happened to you?
See, this would never happen to me. This kind of thing only happens to you.
Get up! Get up! Go!
Teri, you know, like Lucy or Carol Burnett, can do physical comedy. And that's a talent that is, you know, in its own weird little category.
Making anyone laugh, including my daughter and my friends, is my favorite thing to do. Ow! Ow!
She knows how to execute a pratfall, knows how to fall into a cake, crack a rib, and still turn around and smile.
The hardest thing to find in Hollywood is a beautiful woman who's actually funny.
Are we ready to have the best time ever?
Her comedic timing was one of the things I think people first noticed about this show.
If you came in here to judge me, you can just leave.
First you get the reality, and then you get the humor. And I've seen her do that, and it always makes the scene better.
Would this seem any less shocking if I told you we were once married for 12 years? I don't know where that comes from, but knock on wood, most people seem to think I have it, so that's good. Did Mike mention he likes having his toes sucked? Oops, that just slipped out.
And action. Yard sale!
I was on the set when Teri was rehearsing the scene from episode 513, which was the 100th episode with Beau Bridges. She had worked out every beat of that, you know, 2.5, 3-page scene in her head. And then when she does it, it seems completely spontaneous and it flows naturally.
If you ever see Teri's script, you know, right before they shoot a scene, it's just covered with dialogue and notes and ideas she has. I mean, she really does her homework, which, you know, makes me happy.
It goes back to dancing. It's a dance. Comedy to me is a dance.
She was very welcoming to whatever ideas I had. And we were doing it together. It was obviously a dance to her.
Oh, good. You're here.
We come around and find her throwing out Carl's clothes and his trophies and stuff. One of the quick changes is that kind of anger and energy that she had throwing those things out. And then as soon as she sees Beau, her turn and her ability to walk out there, put her arm around him and bring him inside with this whole other energy is really what she does best.
You're doing all right, though.
Oh, well, on one hand, I got dumped for a pair of headlights named Brandy. On the other, I reported Carl's credit card stolen and I cut the pockets out of all of his pants. So, little from column A, little from column B.
She's playing anger that has the comedy drive. It's comedy anger, but it's real. I mean, she's angry, but you laugh. You laugh at everything she does.
Would you feel any better knowing that she's kind of chubby?
Just leave.
But what about the locks?
In that scene, I was definitely aware of where the funny was, but it wouldn't have been funny or meaningful, I think, if that pain hadn't been genuine.
It's a marvelously done scene, especially in contrast to the next scene where she's sitting there with Beau Bridges and she can't stop crying, which is so lovely and sweet and has a character all its own.
Susan, did you call me? I couldn't really understand the message. Are you all right? No, of course you're not. I heard you and Mike are getting divorced. I'm sorry. Probably not what you want to hear, but I thought you were a great couple.
Thanks. Sweet.
She's not afraid to share her sadder, darker side. Some people can't go there, but Teri can. I'm sure it's not going to help for you to hear me tell you this, but you're damn heroic to me. You are.
This is Teri's great strength, is her abilities are so broad. She's able to field all sorts of ideas, even in the same scene.
And action.
Please help! Oh, please!
Wow, I'm getting a really unpleasant picture of what you're like in the old sackaroonie. the delivery she chooses, the method that she chooses, either naturally, intuitively, or somehow, she will nudge it to fit what she needs.
The scene with Kyle when he comes outside and he's naked and she catches him and she realizes he's sleepwalking. There's no way you can script what she did.
Did you just hit me?
What Susan has to do to wake him up, it's just funny.
The getting locked out of the house naked scene was the first big comedic thing we threw at Teri, and I was actually nervous about how she would react.
We had fun with it because it was, because Mike couldn't look, but he could not look, and it was a real fun little scene, and Teri was fantastic that day.
Once we explained the concept to Teri, she's like, sure. I mean, the hard part was getting her clothes back on.
When you get delivered as an actor, you get delivered great writing, like that scene was. Like for me, I just want to rise to the occasion. I want to make their scene sing the way they maybe imagined it when they wrote it, or even better.
She is running around the front yard and going around the backyard trying to get in her house, and she's naked and she's covered herself up with a pot.
I did not realize that when I was falling from the window into the bush, over and over and over and over, I was cutting the back of my legs, like slashing them.
Susan?
I end up with a lot of bruises and broken things to pay for it, but, that's just me.
I've been gone all day and I got your messages about dinner, and I would love to come if the invite still stands.
It's a date.
Assume the dress is casual.
Yeah. It's casual. Oh, no, side. Ow, 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 ow.
Teri has perfect pitch.
Jackson, I love you.
In that it's very difficult to catch her acting.
Jackson?
Those are the moments where I love her the most, because I realize you take my words and make them seem brilliant. And how can you not love an actress who does that?
I love the show, I love my character, and I feel like if other people are going to show up and be committed to the project, the writers, the people who shoot it, the people who edit it, then I need to show up and do my part.
She's a beautiful dramatic actress who can do comedy. She's a comedian who can do drama, and she's a beautiful woman. It's an extremely powerful combination.